Welcome back. We are going to start page 2, but first of all I will show you page 1, and also in here I have all the bits to make up page 6, because obviously page 6 is the same as page 1 but reversed. So page 1, we have a magnet in the centre here, and this flips up. We have a magnet in the centre on this side, and this flips open, and you have a belly band here. And on this side there is a pocket. This opens up. There's a flap here which isn't actually a flap, it is a tag. And I haven't decorated this tag on the inside because I don't know whether I'm going to have it plain or not. But that tag sits in the top pocket, but there is also a lower pocket here. Slides back in, and then this side also flips open, and it's plain on this side, and there is a small pocket on this side. So that's page 1, and page 6 is exactly the same but reversed, so it'll open this side. So the base page will be cut out exactly the same, but so we'll get to that on page 6. So excuse me, page 2. Page 2, you need, right, your base page is, and this is the second time I'm recording this, so you want a piece that is 8 and a quarter by 11. On the 8 1/4 inch side, score it at 7 3/4. On the 11 inch side, score it at 1 3/4, 2, 9 and 9 1/4. So that gives you the base page, 2 gussets, 2 flaps. And what I had to do is cut up on the inner side, so you've got this, the 2 gussets, so you want to go on the inside of the gussets and cut on the score line just up. So you want to cut on the 2 inch and the 9 inch score line just on that bottom ½ inch, and then cut it straight across, so no mitering whatsoever, cut it straight across. So when you cut up here on the 2 and the 9 inch score lines on that ½ inch piece at the end, you're left with 2 flaps, and you cut those off. Okay, so that's your base page. You then want a piece of scrap. This is 1 1/4 inches by 8 3/4 inches, and it's scored at ½ inch each side. You need one piece that is 6 7/8 by 7 3/4. One piece that is 7 by 7 3/4. This has got a flap, but it's not supposed to have a flap, so ignore that. You want one piece that is 8 3/4 by 7, and on the 8 3/4 inch side, score it at ½ inch and 8 1/4 inches. You will need 2 pieces that are 8 3/4 inches by 5 inches, and on the 8 3/4 inch, score them at ½ inch and 8 1/4. So that's 2 of those. You will also need one piece that is 5 7/8, and this is a bit rough, so this one's an odd size. It's about 4 5/8 high, and on the 4 7/8 inch per side, score it at ½ inch and 5 3/8 of an inch. You will then need 2 pieces that are 5 1/2 by 7 3/4, and on the 5 1/2 inch side, score it at 5 inches. Now on one of these, so you do need 2 of these. You take one and you are going to take off just a sliver on the side, so between a 1/16 and 1/8 of an inch. You just want to take off that excuse me again, take off that bit at the side. Okay, so I've taken off probably just under 1/8 of an inch there. And then I'm going to mark this one as in. Okay, so next I have to decide on my papers and my decorative edges. So this and this is going to have a decorative edge. That's going to have a decorative edge, I do believe. Yes, it is. And that's it. So I'm going to actually choose my papers and get the decorative edges put on. So basically all of the ones which have the little flaps on each side, which are going to be pockets, are going to have a decorative edge. I've got to think of whether I need one on here or not. Yes, I'm going to have a decorative edge on here. Okay. So I will choose my papers, cut my decorative edges, and then I will be right back. Okay, decorative edges have been cut. So on your base page, which is the one with the 2-inch flaps, well, 1 3/4 and 1/4 of an inch gusset on each side, you want to fold in the flaps only on 1 3/4 inches. So you want the gussets on the table. So you don't want to be able to see your gussets. And you want to line on there a piece of tape on both of them. Okay, so my gussets are here. So I haven't covered my gussets. Okay. Now then, if you remember rightly, you have 2 pieces that are almost the same but not quite. One is a full 7 by 7 3/4 and one is 7 3/4 by about 6 7/8. So now I don't know why I've put a flap on that. It doesn't need a flap on it, so I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so turn them round so that the 7 3/4 inch sides are to you, and then you want to grab your 2 of your pockets which are 5 inches in height, and these are going to go on the bottom here. Okay, so let's get these on. Okay, tape. And don't forget, you'll need exactly the same pieces cut out again for page 7, but in mirror image. Unless you want it to be exactly the same. I just thought it'd be fun as a mirror image. Remember, when you do the mirror images, if you think about all your odd numbered pages, so 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, are going to have the flap on the base page at the top. All your even numbered pages are going to have the flap at the bottom. So if you can remember that, that'll be fine. I may not. Okay, let's get a thin piece at the bottom because nobody likes anything falling out of their bottom. Get my pokey tool and get these pockets on after I've knitted my edges. So take backing off. As you can probably hear, my workmen are still here. Okay, they're not my workmen. I've got to stop calling them my workmen. The workmen are still here. My house is bricked up. They are now building my porch. And I've just ordered my doors. Woohoo! Okay. Right to the bottom. And side to side. So I haven't actually gone right down to the bottom there, but it doesn't matter because that bit's not going to show. Okay, so this is the one that's slightly bigger. So this is the full 7 inches. Let's get this one on. Okay, glue. And once again, same as the other one. Straight down onto the page. Ish. There we go. Okay, so keeping the one that's slightly shorter on your right and your little flap on your base page at the bottom, you are now going to take this. So my gussets aren't to be seen. Can't see my gussets. I'm going to release my tape backing that I put on right at that edge. Add some glue. Now this is going to be a tuck spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this flap to the pocket. So I'm going to turn that over so my pocket is face down, okay, and the bottom of the pocket is going to be on the far outside edge. And I'm going to line this up. Remember, when you line it up, you have to line it up to the base page like that. Open it up, and then what you'll get when you open it up is a gusset, a tuck spot, and a pocket. Now if you want to seal the edges to make this a bit stronger, do it after you have decorated your pocket, because if you seal this you won't be able to decorate it. Okay, right, now for the other side. Once again, my gussets cannot be seen. Release the tape backing, a little bit of glue, and with the bottom of my pocket to the outside edge and facing downwards, I'm going to line up this piece to the base page, and open it up, give it a good burnish. That doesn't look very straight. Why does that not look straight? That looks crooked. That does look crooked. I'm going to cut that bit off, I think. That bit just looks crooked. It is crooked. Okay, so now you've got your two flaps, and one will go inside the other one, and because you've got that tiny bit of a gap, it's not going to interfere. You'll be able to close it properly. So fold it in right side first, left hand side on top, and then we're going to start on the top bit here. So next we're going to take the large pocket. Now this is the full 7-inch pocket. Get some tape on the sides. And tape along the bottom. You want to make sure that tapes really well down. Okay, miter these edges. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to unfold this so that the top flap, which is the left hand flap, is facing me, so that it's not interfered with anything, so I can see it fully. Okay. Let's get this tape backing off. Glue on. Got the tape showing off the bottom there, so I'm just going to fold that back. Now with the bottom of the pocket facing, once again, the outside edge, going to pop this on to my page. Oh, have I done that the wrong way round? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Might have to trim that slightly. Can you see it's gone slightly over? I don't know why, it just has. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carefully trim that before I carry on, or I will forget. That was not done very well. There we go. Okay. So let's put this back together. Flat in, flat in. I've got my pocket on this side here. My base bit is still at the bottom. Now I'm going to work on this top bit here. So the first thing is I've got my two pieces, and the one that I've marked in is slightly smaller. So my next job is what I think I might do is put this on first. No, just have to remember this is going to have to be cut down. Oh, right, okay, so tape on both the hinges on here. Okay. Right, now what you have to do is on your page line up your ruler, and you know it's 7 inches, and very carefully mark an inch from each side, and that's on both sides, top and bottom. So I've got it now marked an inch in from each side, top and bottom. Okay, so I'm going to miter my edges very quickly. Release my tape backing on the larger one. Get that glue on and close this to the edge of the pocket, and it will go right up. If you've got a decorative edge, it should go right up to the decorative edge. There we go. I'm going to pop that there. Now then, I want to do the same for this side. So once again, tape backing off, glue on, up to the 1 inch mark, top and bottom. There it is. And you'll notice then that this will fold up and cover this one completely, but this doesn't quite go up to the edge, so it's not going to interfere at all. Right, and in the centre of this we are going to have a pocket, which has also been marked to come in slightly at each edge. So I'm having a few problems with my measurements here. You see that is also over, so very carefully I am going to take off that and make it there we go. Be careful not to cut your pocket if you have any problems like me. So, okay. Where am I? Okay, so pocket, tape. I may also have pockets on the inside. I haven't decided yet. Get the tape along the bottom. Oh, okay, let's try that one again because that wasn't very good. Better. Just get off that piece of paper tape that I used when I cut my patterned edge in. Mitre the edges. Now, if you wanted to, if you don't mind this not being a full pocket, you can cut this out of one piece if you've got a piece long enough. And then you just cut the bit at the bottom and you seal it down each side. But this adds a little bit more bulk, but it is slightly easier to construct. Okay, let's get this tape backing off. Tape glue on. And this goes at the bottom. Being careful to make sure that you miss out those score lines. Okay, I will have a magnet here. I will also have a magnet under here. So this is page 2. And remember, you're going to repeat the same for page 3. But page 3, obviously, the top pocket will open on this side. It'll open this way. This will open that way round. Okay, I'm going to do a mirror image. So, page 2, you have flat flap and a pocket, which is on a pocket which flaps open. Oh. Belly band goes here. You have a pocket and a tuck spot, belly band on this side. This then opens up. You have the mirror image of this side, so a tuck spot and a pocket, and I might put a pocket in the centre here. I think that would look really nice. I'll think about that. I might have a pocket here. So let's just quickly okay, so the centre should be a push there. Let's go half, if I go out to there, because I know that it's, I think it's 1.25 inches. Yep. And the same for this side. This is if you want your pocket in the middle, so that's the centre. Go out 3/8 each side, which gives me 1.25 inches. And I'm going to see if I can get away with just glue on this one. We'll see how it sticks, because craft paper doesn't stick as well as normal cardstock, to be honest. Okay, up to that edge there, and down to the bottom here. There we go. One belly band. So I will show you it decorated when I go on to page 3, and I will also cut out the pieces for page 7, which are going to be the same as this. And let's mark here, magnet, magnet, magnet. Actually, this is going to have a tag in it, so maybe magnet top and bottom might be easier, and also it's not going to interfere with that then. So what I'll do is a circle and an M to remind me that magnets are going here. Okay, page 2 I will show it decorated when I go on to page 3. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.